The RC-10R is a next-generation performance tool combining song-based looping with dynamic rhythm. It draws inspiration from modern performers who incorporate percussive rhythms with song-based looping. Even for songwriting, sketching, and live performance, the RC-10R is a very powerful partner. It is a 2-track loop station, perfect for the basic verse-chorus song layout. The screen displays all the information you need, and there are 2 foot switches. One is assigned for your instrument loops, and the other is controlling your rhythms. The circular indicators display your loop and rhythm playback status, so you can easily see what is going on. Let's take a look at the rhythms. This is practically a drummer in a box. The RC-10R covers lots of different genres with over 280 presets. Each preset has 2 independent patterns, 2 transitional fills, and an intro and outro section. It has 16 versatile drum kits with some high-quality sound from the Boss and Roland sound library. To get the rhythm section activated, you just have to press this button once, and we're going to have a short intro followed by the first pattern. Sounds great. When you're ready to go into the second pattern, all you have to do is just hold on. And we're into pattern 2, and you can hear it actually gives you a little bit of a fill when it changes sections to add a little bit more dynamics into your song. Add a drum fill anytime you want just by pressing the rhythm button. And you're ready to go back into pattern 1. It's quite simple. All you have to do is hold on to the rhythm switch. And we're back into pattern 1. When you're finished your song and you're ready to end, all you have to do is just double press, and you're done. All right, let's get our loop going again. Now, I really like this beat, but it's just a little bit too slow for the song that I wrote. So what we can do is we can easily move up the tempo by turning the silver knob. Now, you can also change the sound of your kit and the reverb level, and you can do that easily just by pressing the menu button and the rhythm and loop. Right now, we have a studio kit, so we can change the kits easily again by turning this dial. Let's hear what we got. All right, well, that's drum and bass. That sounds pretty good to me. Now let's change the reverb level. The reverb level can really add some space to your sound, especially if you're in a very, very dry room. And we can go from completely dry to very, very wet. All right, so let's start writing a song. Out of the box, the rhythm and the loop side are separate from each other, so you could run the rhythm on its own or the loop on its own, just like you would something like an RC-1. But the fun of the pedal is when you use them both together, and we can do that just by holding on to the rhythm switch. And you'll notice it turns blue. That means they are in sync, and we can create our song. I'm going to press this button once. Immediately, my loop is going to start recording, and we can start creating. I pressed the loop button. You'll notice that the lights turn green. That means we are now in playback mode. I'm just listening back to what I played. If you want to, you can actually set this pedal up so it'll immediately start overdubbing. But out of the box, this is how it's going to be, and it sounds pretty good. If you want to overdub, we just press the loop again, and we can just continue our song. Now that sounds pretty awesome. That is going to be our verse. let's go to the chorus. And I'm going to do that by holding on to the rhythm, and we'll start a new loop. So just like the last section, it happens again. We are now in playback. I'm going to press the button again. It's going to turn orange, and I could do my overdub. Now I got my playback. It's playing back. Maybe I didn't like it. I made a mistake. I could hold on. It'll turn blue, and the overdub will disappear. Now, if you erased it and you did it by mistake, don't worry, it's not gone forever. Just hold on to it again. It'll turn blue, and your lick will come right back. Now, you just wrote your song. Let's hold it and go back to A section. And then when you're ready to finish your song, all you have to do is double tap and it's going to play an outro. And you just wrote a song. On top of being an excellent songwriting tool, the RC-10R is fantastic for your practice regime. I'm going to just record a couple chords over a rhythm, and you can see how much more fun you can have playing the good old C major scale on top of it. Makes that practicing a lot more fun. All right, there's my loop. Let's have some fun. Now you're not playing scales, you're making music. In a typical situation, a drum machine would sound the best through a full-range speaker, a PA, and an electric guitar would sound the best through a guitar amp. Because of this, the RC-10R has a lot of different output options to match your needs. Out of the box, the pedal is set up for a stereo output, but you could actually send one output, the drum machine, to your full-range speaker and the other output to your guitar amp. If your only option is a guitar amp, you can apply an output filter to the drum machine to offset the tone of the guitar amplifier. When you're happy with the phrase that you recorded, you can save it to one of the 99 different memory save locations, and you can save yourself up to 6 hours of audio. If you are the kind of artist that likes to create your own beats, you can do that with this pedal as well using the Boss Rhythm Converter software. You could import an SMF file and assign your intros, outros, patterns, and fills directly into this pedal. You also have a control expression input on the top. Full MIDI I/O is provided through the space-saving 3.5mm in and output jacks for more complex MIDI setups. The RC-10R is a song-based loop station and smart rhythm machine all in one. For more information on the Boss RC-10R, head over to boss.info.